Hello and welcome back to another Martial Arts Monday. This is Sensei Ichi. I gotta give you a name. We gotta give him a name. If you think of a clever name for Mr. Ugwa here, some clever catch name, leave it in the comments below. This episode today is gonna be about a check sweep that we do in sparring. It's kind of a sneaky move. We'll talk about how to check sweep in general and then how we're gonna do this little sneaky check sweep. So, here we go. Let's get started and roll that intro. Okay, we're talking about a check sweep. So if you don't know what a check sweep is, it's a distraction. It's misdirection. I'm making my partner think business is going on down here when the party's really going on up here. So I'm gonna make it so I just gently tap the back of his leg with my foot. When you do this, you don't wanna lean back, you don't wanna lean forward, you wanna stay neutral. So if I'm bouncing here, getting my bounce going, I throw the check and I keep the stride of my bounce. I wanna make the check in between the bounce. I'm bounce, bounce, check, keep bouncing, bounce, bounce, back, cheek. Try to say that 5 times fast. Bounce, 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 check, keep bouncing. So this is the only time it's okay to bounce a check. First, I want to try and do the check to get a reaction out of my partner. If I check sweep him and he's just totally like this, like straight face, like Ben Stein, then the check didn't work. You got to sell a little bit more. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take that foot and I'll kind of push on the back of his thigh and need to kind of get him to move a little. So if I'm bouncing here and I get him to check and I move a little bit, then it's good to go. Or if I check and get him to twitch a little bit, then I know it's working. So I want to get inside of his head. So that's how the check works. Again, I say it's misdirection. So if I check low and all of a sudden he looks down to react to it or tries to block low, that's why I can throw the high jab or the high punch to follow it up. Boom, got the point. So in this check, we're gonna go a little sneaky here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a curve out of my foot, out of the ankle part here. So I'm gonna make out of this little nook, I'm gonna hook behind his knee. The basic way is I'm within kicking range. We're about almost reaching touching distance. And what I do is I take my back foot and move forward just a little bit, just enough to get closer to him. We're talking like minuscule here. So I move forward and I hook the back of his leg. Right now my foot is pointed. So then I hook it, and as I hook my foot to go from point to hook, as I hook it in, I'm pulling him in. So I want to get my partner to pull. So to practice it, just work on the pull. Get him to go where he is now and get him to move maybe like a foot forward. So within like easy touching distance. So I like to take the top of my foot and my shin, kind of hook them together, almost like I'm doing like a sweep from jiu-jitsu or from guard. And from that spot, then I pull him in and punch him. I'm going to be pulling him in to a snapping reverse punch. So you need to make sure that you keep your front hand up there. You can even pull and kind of grab the back of his neck and pull him in. You can grab the arm and pull him in, depending on how much grip you have. These gloves don't really have it. They have like a Vader kind of a vibe. So I can't really hook him a whole lot. So I'm just gonna use his front hand to mainly guard. So I'm gonna leave it on front of me so he doesn't throw his hand and hit me in the face with this front hand. So I'm gonna kind of guard that front hand and I pull him into the punch. So the timing is, the moment I pull him in, my hand is meeting him there. So it's like a clap. I'm bouncing here, I'm gonna move forward, 1, 2, and I get that punch. So I'm bringing him in. So 1, pull, go to push, or go to punch, and I'm blocking with the front hand. So that's just like a basic way to do it. If I want to disguise it a little bit more, I can maybe throw it with a skip up. So when I skip up, my back foot goes to my front foot and then I throw a jab. So what does that do? It's gonna disguise what I'm doing by putting my hand sticking in his face so we can't really see. It's also gonna be making him put his hands up so his legs will be exposed and his body's gonna be exposed. And it's also, by sliding up, my feet get closer together, which means I'm closer to him. So as I come forward, I throw that hand to disguise. Once I go here, my front foot comes out. I hook the back of his knee, I pull him in. My hand's already there to defend. Boom, I'm hitting him with the punch. I'm bouncing here like this. I go 1, pull in, 2. Okay, again, I'm here. 1, boom, and I get that 2 right in there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that sparring check sweep. I hope you use it all the time. Please leave me some feedback. I want to know how these things are working for you. Any kind of questions that you have, please let me know. I would be happy to answer them. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Videos come out every Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so make sure you hit the bell notification to be notified every time a video comes out. It gets popped up to your phone or your email, and make sure you watch it right away. And until next time, everyone, Tang Su.